Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So like in the previous video of Java, we have covered up that basically what is Java, how to use it and what's the purpose to use it. So now in this video, we will be getting started with Java. I'll be telling you all the things that if we are working with Java, so what IDE we have to use and how to download all the libraries and how to download Java in your operating system. But as you know, like in the Python tutorial as well, we were using the, like online IDE in which we don't need to download anything. But now we will be starting with offline IDE. I'll be telling you that if you are working with offline IDE with Java, so basically how to use it, and if you are using it, so what things you need to download, what libraries you need to download and how you can download that. So I'll be telling you all the things in this video of Java, like we will be getting started with it. So I hope you'll be enjoying this video. So if you enjoy this video and if you learn things from this video, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. So now here we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today we will be getting started with Java, and we will be seeing that if we are starting with Java, so basically how we can install Java. So the main point is to install Java, which is really important. So we need to understand this, how to install it. So some PCs might have Java already installed, which is simple thing like if you're using any language like Python or JavaScript or any other, so you should be downloading Node.js, which is really important to download if you're using JavaScript or Python as an offline IDE. So if you have like downloaded Node.js, so don't need to download Java, you can just download an IDE of Java and then you can start with it. To check if you have Java installed on a Windows PC, search in the start bar for Java or type the following command in the command prompt. So it is saying me that if you want to check that you have it already installed Java in your PC, so for that you need to search Java in your search bar and you need to write this command in your command prompt or in terminal as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just searching here Java to see if I already have Java installed in my system or not. So I'll be writing Java. You can just see I'm getting this Eclipse here, but I'm not getting Java written here. Means that we don't have installed Java right now, so we need to install it. So now if you want to install Java, so you can just use this down command, but if you check if you want to check that what version you are using of Java, so you can just move to command prompt and you can write this command, which is java-version. So I will be moving on to my CMD, which is called as command prompt in short form, and then I will be just writing here like Java, and then I will be writing like this version. So if I just show you here, the same command written here is like java-version. So like this I'll be writing here again and I'll be pressing enter. So it is just showing me that you have installed 11.0.18 version, which we are using, and this version is of 2023 and it is of 17 Jan 2023. So this is the version which we are using. But if you want to install the latest version, which many of the programmers are using in 2025, so you can download that as well. You can upgrade your version. So if we see if Java is installed, you will see something like this depending on version. Like if your Java is installed, so you will be seeing the version like this written, like I'm getting here if I show you like this, and you will be also getting OpenJDK because this is the old Java thing which you will be getting when you are running same thing in the terminal or in your command prompt. So you will be getting OpenJDK in the place of Java written here. So now if you don't have Java installed on your computer, you can download it for free, and you can just download it for free from oracle.com, which is another software which we used in Java. Then if we see that what things we will be covering up, so basically in this tutorial we will write Java code in a text editor. However, it is possible to write Java in an integrated development environment which is called as IDE, such as IntelliJ, IDEA, NetBeans or Eclipse, which are particularly useful when managing larger collection of Java files. So it is saying me that if you want to use Java, so you can use some offline IDEs which are really best to use, which is IntelliJ, then second is IDEA, third is NetBeans, and you can also use Eclipse. So most of the times I use this both, which is NetBeans and Eclipse, because from these both IDEs you can just create many of the things using Java. Like you can create small programs, you can create small games, you can create some softwares as well. So I think these two IDE, which is NetBeans or Eclipse, these are some modern IDEs which are being used in Java, and many of the programmers use it to create some amazing softwares like Oracle or any other. Then if we see that how we can start with Java, like a quick start. So in Java, every application begins with a class name, and that class must match the file name. So if you are working with Java and if you are creating any application, so every application should be begins with a class name, and then that class name should be matched by the file name which you are creating. And that's really important, because if you're not doing that, so you will be not getting any class run in your Java code and you will be getting an error. So that's why you need to match the class name with the file name. Let's create our first Java file called main.java, which can be done in any text editor like Notepad. So now to create a Java file, you can just give the file name as main or any other you want, and then in the end you can write .java. So you can save that file as a Java format. So that's why we write .java in the end of every file which we are creating. And then you can just use any of editor which you have, like you can use Notepad, you can use NetBeans or Eclipse if you have downloaded that, or if you want a file should be containing a hello world message which is written with the following code like this, main.java, so you can do that as well. And this is the starting code which you will be getting in normal Java. So what I'm going to do is, now I'll be just moving on to my Google Chrome here, and from Google Chrome I will be just opening my IDE, but I will be opening my Opera browser for that. So I'll be just going to my Opera browser, and then from here I will be opening my IDE. So for opening IDE we need to download it first, so that's why I'll be moving. And now in this tutorial series we will be using our text IDE which is called NetBeans. So I will be downloading my NetBeans IDE here. So I will be writing NetBeans download. Then after writing this, just you have to you can also write here NetBeans Java IDE if you want, or you can also use Eclipse IDE, because NetBeans and Eclipse are same, so you can download both IDE if you want, or you can download only one as well, no problem with that. So I will be just installing this here, and then I will be just saving it in local disk E so that I can install it. And you can just see it will be taking some time because it is 380 MB file. So now till it is installing, we will be moving on to our Replit IDE like we were using in Python as well. And why I'm moving on to this IDE, because here our Eclipse IDE and our NetBeans IDE will be taking some time, so that's why we can just work with this Replit till now, so that you can understand if we are starting the first code of Java, so how we can run it, and basically if we are running it, so what's the purpose to run it. So I'll be telling you all the things here when we will be running that code. I'll be just signing it with my account. You can just use any of the random account if you want, and just I will be moving forward, and then I'll be just closing it like this, moving on to my Word document again like this. And we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that in Java we will be covering all the things, and we have also just learned that basically how we will be starting with Java, because I've explained you all these things. And now like I've told you that our Eclipse IDE is being installed and our NetBeans IDE is been also installing. So we will be using NetBeans IDE in this tutorial series, but for now because it is installing, so we will be using new online IDE. And if I show you, this is called as online Java, and now this IDE will be containing all the starting things here, and to run it you just need to press this run button and you will be getting all the codes running here. So we will be using this IDE till now because we are just starting, so that's why I'm just using this IDE. But you can use some other IDE as well if you want to use, like if you want to use any offline IDE like Atom, Sublime Text, or any other for Java like Android Studio, so you can just use it if you want to, but we will be using just this one. So what I'm going to do is, now I will be just pasting all the things which we have copied, and now this code which we have just copied here, this will be printing a tag, or you can just say this will be printing me an output as hello world, because I have printed in the class as public static void main string args, which means that I am printing a string, and in a string value I am writing here hello world, and hello world is a text, or you can just call this as a string as well. So when I will be running, I will be getting an output as this hello world. So what I'm going to do is I will be running it. So for run you have to press this run button, or you can also press F8 from your keyboard. So I will be running it. After running, if I just show you, you can just see it is taking some time, so we need to save the file as well like this, and you can just see we have just done that. And if I run, so we are getting a simple command, or you can just say simple output as hello world like we were getting previously as well. So you can just see we are getting hello world processed. Now if I write in the place of hello world, like if I write my name, which is inshalbaig like this, and it is a string value which I am writing, then if I run it again to check what output I am getting, so again you will be getting a different output as my name written here. So you can just see it is just taking some time, and you can just see my name has been processed, which is inshalbaig like this, which I have written in my string value. So like this, you can just use these classes and you can just create one starting code. And now if you are just working with Java in offline, so you need to install Java. So for installing Java, you need to just move on to Google and you have to write Java download. And after pressing Java download, you need to just press first link, which is Java download, or you can just move on to java.com, which is a website, official site to download Java, and you need to press Java download. From here you can just download Java. I have already installed, so I don't need to just install it again, but if you want to, you can just press this download Java and your downloading will be start. And after that, you need to just start with those all procedure which you just get after installing. And then when you have done with that, so you can just check by writing java dash version, you will be getting the version of your Java, that what version you're using, and when you will be running Java like in your IDE. So if it is working, means the Java is successfully installed in your operating system. But now we have added this class in online IDE, so that's why it's not compulsory to download Java in operating system if you're using any online IDE. But in this tutorial series, we will be working with NetBeans. So NetBeans was installing, that's why I have just worked with this online Java IDE. And remember, when you're working with Rapid, so Rapid is also a IDE which is supporting Java, which support Java. But now onwards, like the Rapid IDE, which is just like you can say you have to purchase that IDE to use REPLs here to create REPLs. So I will be preferring you to use this online Java beta IDE, which is really helpful. And you can just write online-java.com to just move on to this IDE and work with some basic things of Java, or you can just understand some basic things as well. And in this like in this IDE, you can also create a small program or a small game, and you can run in the output to check it is working or not. And like this, you can just use Java. So I hope you understand that how we are using Java and basically what's the purpose to use Java, and if we are using it, so what things are really important to use in it. So if you have understand this video and if you understand that basically how we are using Java from start, so remember to hit a like to this video. And if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading in future. So now I'll be meeting you next tutorial series or in next project. So for today, goodbye.